Okay, first I have to give my aunt a hug who's sitting right here in the first row. So thank you for coming. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Inclusive Growth Summit. It feels right and it feels good to be together. What do you think? This is a special space and this is a special time for all of us. Whether you're a veteran summit soldier or a new recruit, know that you belong and that this is a place that you can exhale. Because now, more than ever, the world is changing at breakneck speed. Policies, technologies, borders, boundaries, alliances, media, markets, you name it, it's moving. And as always, we are working double time to keep up and keep going on the work that matters most. The sense of urgency we feel is real. And that's why it was so important for us to hold this summit here and now with you, a group of thinkers, of innovators, and most importantly, doers. A group you built for this moment. Every one of you is an expert in something, and you're here on purpose. You are the best and the brightest. But what you also have in common is that none of you are sit back and watch or wait and see types of people. You are all here because you make things happen. You look around the corner and you see what's coming and you act. This is a community on the front lines with the capacity to change the world. And that's what's needed now more than ever. New ways of thinking, new ways of doing, new partnerships that are purpose-built for the world as it is right now, but also how it will be tomorrow. And those are the exchanges we're having here today about meeting the moment, meeting our moment. A moment that demands questions, that demands attention to questions like, how do we continue to drive economic growth so that people everywhere benefit? How do we lift up small business owners, creators, entrepreneurs, so that they can continue to create the jobs of the future? How do we fight the fraudsters who are invading our digital lives? How do we stay connected to ourselves and each other, to remember our why, to come back to center when the world goes sideways? It's not going to be easy, but we're seeing new solutions. And we're opening the aperture to bring in more people in places too long overlooked and underestimated, like rural America, emerging markets, middle-class movers in Asia, and so many more. Because no one has a monopoly on good ideas. By taking pieces of everything from everywhere, mashing them up, the best ideas from the social sector leaders, private business, artists, futurists, and historians, we arrive at answers. And then we show up. And then we move to action. You know, at the center, we pride ourselves on this model, which leverages Mastercard's extraordinary assets in service of people and the planet. So today, for the first time, we've invited our experts here to bring this to life. We have our CEO here right now. Where is he? There he is, right in front. Michael Miebach is here today. Before he was CEO, he actually built the financial inclusion infrastructure for Africa for Mastercard. And this is what he brings to the conversation today. We have our former and our new head of our people and capabilities here today. Michael, Susan, welcome. They're here today because They understand the importance of the competitive environment to ensure that the best talent not only comes to Mastercard, but that we're training up, we're skilling up in the right way, again, to meet the moment. We have our experts here on data and analytics, small business, open banking, many, many more. And they're here to listen, learn, and offer advice and support. Don't lose the opportunity to sit with them, to talk with them, and meet with them. Maybe not the CEO, he's got to run and do some things, but everybody else is going to be around. Because it's important that we all take the private sector assets, specifically from Mastercard, and put them together with your assets. That's how we get to the answers. That's how we get equipped and positioned for what's coming next. Because everyone, this is the time. This is the place where big, bold ideas are born. And you are the ones that will take them forward. Remember, last year I said, let's go together. This year I say, let's grow together. You ready to grow together? All right, let me hear it. And to kick us off with an example of the magic that happens in these hallways, I want to share a story about our friends from Bahrain. We're our friends from Bahrain. Last year, several representatives of the kingdom attended the summit and took note of all of the ideas and the programs. Following the summit, they invited us to visit, to listen and learn about the untapped potential of strivers, small business owners in their market. And you all know about Strive, right? Our signature small business program that has helped 40 million owners in 30 markets do 3 things: access capital, go digital, and connect to networks. To mark a new milestone, today we launch Strive Bahrain, the first Mastercard Strive program in the Middle East. I'd like to invite His Excellency Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa to join me on stage.